Welcome back to News Extra, Rooted, a culture of empowerment. That's the theme for this year's Youth for Youth Live Guam event at the Hyatt Regency in Tumon. Joining the discussion now is Sean Rupley and Joey Lujan. Hey fellas, how you doing?
Doing well. Thank you for having us.
Of course. So first off, tell us, what's this event and how can people get involved?
So this year's conference, it's actually an annual event. The Youth for Youth Conference, it brings about 350 people from both Guam and around the region together to focus specifically on issues that face today's youth, including suicide prevention, bullying prevention, alcohol and substance abuse, and things like that. The really unique thing about our conference event and our organization in general is that it's youth for youth. So our youth champions, our youth leaders, they're actually leading the way for the event. So we've spent the last couple of months training them in group facilitation, workshop presentation, things like team building events. And so at the 3-day event at Hyatt, they'll be kind of running the entire show.
Yeah, you're speaking about those team building events and some of those workshops, but I mean, what is the age group here that we're catering to when it comes to the youth?
So we're looking specifically at 11 to 17, or middle and high school youth specifically.
Okay. Is there anything that you...
Oh, no, that's it.
And so 11 to 17, while they're preteens into the young adult age, still it can't be easy to get their attention when it comes to those very sensitive topics and issues. What do you guys do specifically when you mention those workshops and those breakout sessions that the kids do? Some activities that you can expound on to get them interested and involved.
Well, one of the things about our organization is it's youth-based. So all our facilitators are in middle school or in high school now. They're all high schools this year. So they're the ones who lead the workshops. So I think the peer-to-peer support that they get from the participants, the peer-to-peer support that they get from our youth facilitators really helps drive in our message about living a positive, healthy, and drug-free lifestyle.
You know, as Joey and I keep mentioning, it kind of evolves all the time because as the youth and the group change, the activities that they do change, what they prioritize and how they reach their peers kind of affects the way. So kind of like, for example, in the last couple of years, social media, connecting with their peers through social media has been something that we've been working with. So something that kind of always drives us is what our youth are telling us, hey, this is how things need to be if we're going to get our message across.
And in the years prior to the one we're hosting this year, have you ever had any of the youth, the participants, pretty much have a breakthrough just with the discussion and the activities that they get involved with?
Oh, definitely. A lot of our youth participants end up coming back and being facilitators at our conference. So, you know, you could really see that the power of peer support and working with each other really kind of gets them to want to come back and give more to their community or our community.
Yeah, a lot of the younger generation, they're really tech savvy and always on their mobile phones or their iPads. How is that something that you incorporate to kind of teach them how to deal with any of these issues?
Well, actually, we do have a workshop on cyber safety.
Yeah.
And you know, they really drive in the message that you need to be more careful. And it does not just affects you currently as a young adult, but you know, when you go older and you go into like where we're at with working, having jobs, and you know, a lot of employers end up looking at those things. So really just reminding them to be safe and, you know, not give out your information to everybody and just kind of make better choices.
Yeah, very important advice there for a lot of our youngsters. And so how did the two of you get involved?
So I'm actually a product of the organization. I started in 2007 when I was in middle school. I joined up, I went to the Youth for Youth Conference, and I went to the swim program, and then started working from there. I graduated in 2012 from high school, and then I came back as an advisor, and I've been there ever since.
And then in 2010, I started working at the Prevention and Training Branch with Guam Behavioral Health, and then that's how I got involved with Youth for Youth, and I've been a part of the conference and being an advisor since then.
Okay. So give us the more information on what the community out there needs to know if they want to get involved, if they want to participate or have their children participate in this year's.
Well, as Joey mentioned, one of our main partners is the Prevention and Training Branch of Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center.
Yeah.
So our registration process is going through that office right now. We have people there. If you are interested in joining the event, we do have slots still open. The event is for next week, as you mentioned, March 16th through 18th at Hyatt Regency Guam. And you can just call us at 477-2305 and just say you're interested in registering for the event. Again, it's for middle and high school students.
Yeah.
And there'll be kind of groups from everywhere there. We have groups from the CNMI, and then of course from everyone, all the middle and high schools around Guam.
Wow, so it's not just it doesn't matter if you're in public school or private school, and at least a lot of the participants here, the attendees, they get to interact with children elsewhere that they probably would have never met.
Definitely, yeah.
All right, anything else you want to add about the event to wrap things up?
Well, for more information, you can visit our website, www.yfyliveguam.org, or follow us on all our social media at YFY Live Guam.
Okay. Final thoughts?
I think the last thing I want to talk about, I guess, is the theme itself. So as you mentioned, it's rooted a culture of empowerment.
Yeah.
And this year, we really want to focus on the connection to ideas and values that kind of help you stay connected to the people in your life, that help you prevent from alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. So that's what we're kind of focusing on, that connection and kind of building that with our youth community.
All right. Well, it sounds like it's definitely been a successful event in the past few years, and good luck to you guys again this year.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, again, Youth for Youth Live Guam gets going from March 16th to the 18th at the Hyatt in Tumon. We're back in a moment.